data discretization. Data discretization nothing but we are going to divide the given data into the various ranges of continuous values. Whenever we have continuous values, we are going to divide based on a particular value. So we are going to give the interval some labels for that one. And to reduce the data size, advantage is to reduce the data size. Advantage is we are going to reduce data size. If we are going to use it in both supervised and unsupervised operations. It may be a top down and bottom up. That means aggregating either top to bottom or bottom top. Single attribute to the larger attributes. That means group, or all entire data set to the required number of attributes, top to bottom. Now we are going to do the some simple. That discretization can be used for the classification analysis. We are going to discuss very simple a conceptual hierarchy. How we are going to do the conceptual hierarchy. This is very useful in data warehouse while doing the digging the data warehouse to required data cube and required attribute. Whenever you use data, you want to scale a particular attribute. You want to target particular attribute to get the data. We have a huge data. We are going to do the top down approach. Or you have only one value. You need to get a huge data. Then bottom up approach. For single attribute, we are going to adding and make a major thing. A simple the advantage is here the concept hierarchy, it's like a recursive process, either top down or bottom up approach. We are going to recursively doing the approach recursive by reducing the data. That is the advantage, reducing data size as well as the recurrence approach. Okay. So how the thing is happen? Simple, very simple example, regular up thing. A simple, when you are writing some letter and you want to post it, you are writing the two address to XYZ person, door number, street name, then city name, state name and country name. Now whenever you posted, how it will be segregated? Because so many parameters are available, so many attributes are available. Name of the person, door number, street name, city name, state name, country name. So lot of attributes are available. How the things happen? A simple example, see here. Simple. What we are going to do is, generally we are having the streets comes under the city comes under the state comes under the country. That means it's an international post. Simply what happened, when you are going to post it, automatically at the post office, whenever the particular country, irrespective of this information, simply they put into the box some USA box. So we are having a different box, USA or London, various country names. Simply they are, instead of showing all the things, is major attribute, country name, you identify the country name, okay, then immediately they won't go for digging. That means this letter must go to the US, and at US again they won't look for the street names, they look for the state, in which state it is, Virginia or Richmond, oh like that, okay. Then they will put into the next level, state. After receiving the Richmond, then again which location. That means simple approach, instead of searching a bigger one, we go with the minor, very minor approach, very simple approach by reducing the things. See, simple thing with example. So whenever you are receiving the thing called posting, first of all identifying the which country. So we have lot of 5 different distinct values. From that countries we are going to pick. From the country, next provision or state, as per the country, in which provision or which state it is. Irrespective of the things, we are least for the things, first focusing country, then state. From the state, which city. That means distribution like a top down approach. While You're posting, or how you're writing? You're writing the name of the candidate, street, bottom approach. Then followed by the city, then followed by the state, and followed by the country. You make like a bottom approach, but while it distributed, delivered, top down approach, picking the country, then state, then city, then street, then to the person. This is the way how the conceptual hierarchy very helpful to classify the huge data. Very simple approach, reducing the data. This is what data discretization. So what we learned today in the session, major information is transformation. Under transformation, we learned about smoothing concept, and we learned about normalization. Under smoothing, we have two approaches: binning approach, bin, mean, and boundaries. And under normalization, to scale the data, we have a min max and Z score and decimal scale. And finally, we learned conceptual hierarchy to make the data discretization. This is what today we learn about the data discretization. Okay, thank you.